Fine, I'll just own it. Come on. Lay down. Lay down, you stupid cowlick. Sorry. Anyway, hey, welcome back to another Live, Love, Play vlog. And, how do you like my new jacket? Very patriotic. Did a walk around town with baby James today, taking a look at downtown Marshalltown, Iowa. It's an interesting place. I think I'm going to like it here. It's a little rough in places. A tornado tore through the town earlier this year, in midsummer, I think, and tore up a lot of homes and businesses, but Marshalltown is strong, as a lot of signs and banners and other things in town will tell you. A lot of reconstruction is going on, and one of the stores that was open had this gem in it, and I could not say no. So, it is time for another vlog, and as promised, Dayspring, this one's for you. And it's appropriate as I'm going to be doing some talking about Blizzcon. It was this last weekend. It was fantastic. Loved every minute of it. And let's start with the elephant in the room. Diablo Immortal. It was announced. It was the big Diablo announcement of the con, and it was not received well. It's a mobile Diablo game, which on its face it's not a bad thing. It's pretty cool. I've been getting more into mobile gaming recently, most notably with Command & Conquer Rivals. I've been really enjoying the game. It's a pretty solid, if simplified, RTS that I think keeps the spirit of what made the game so much fun. And I mean, it's a Blizzard game. These guys know what they're doing. The announcement might have been a bit of a misstep, but geez, guys, calm down. It's only a matter of time before Blizzard starts getting into the mobile market. They already have with Hearthstone. They already have with the companion app to World of Warcraft, both with Legion and Battle for Azeroth. I guess maybe it's because I'm not as big a Diablo fan. I played the games, I enjoyed them, but it's not what endears me to Blizzard. I'm more of a StarCraft and WARCRAFT fan. Those are the games that really sold me on Blizzard. I played a lot of the original Diablo, but my own ignorance of how the genre and the game style worked kind of stalled my progress over and over and over again. And Diablo 2 was fun, but I really didn't get into it as much. And I bought 3, mainly because they offered a free WoW subscription to go with it. And, well, we all know how the launch to Diablo 3 went. I still play the game periodically, and it's fun for what it is, but I think Diablo, as it is set up pretty well to fit in with the mobile action RPG genre. There's a lot already out there. Just look at anything by Tencent, and you'll see an example of many Diablo-style games out there. And I think once Blizzard really gets into that market, they'll kill. They'll rock it. So, relax, guys. It's not like they're abandoning the PC fans. It's just what they were prepared to announce. They've said that there are more Diablo projects on the way, so we'll see what they are. Alright, let's swap hands here real quick. Alright, can I... There we go. So, next BlizzCon announcements. Let's go into StarCraft. They announced the next co-op commander, and I gotta say, I'm really happy with the continued support of StarCraft 2 by Blizzard. Both StarCraft 2 and last year's StarCraft Remaster. I'm so thrilled and so happy about all of it. And having Zeratul as a co-op commander, basically the same, just the Protoss version of Tychus. You know, that's fine. I like that. You're keeping the flavor of you gotta similar heroes with the flavor of the different factions. That works. That works well. I like it, and I've really enjoyed the co-op gameplay of StarCraft 2. They kind of took what EA was trying to do with Red Alert 3 and their co-op, and they perfected it. They did great. And that's StarCraft. Heroes of the Storm. Oh my. Oh my. They announced their first Nexus-born hero. So that's something. That's pretty incredible. They're molding the Nexus to be more than just an excuse to get the heroes from all the different Blizzard properties together into one place. They're making the Nexus its own thing, its own Blizzard property, and that's something. And I got to say that intro for what was her name? I can't remember the character's name. Daughter of the Raven Lord. I gotta say, the style of that character intro was incredible. The 3D animation was fantastic, but what really set it off for me was the 2D spell effect of her abilities, of that monster she controls. That really made it seem unique and really set apart that entire video for me among the art that Blizzard creates within their original animated projects. And whew, I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else they do with the lore of the Nexus, to find out more about this world they're creating among all the fantastic worlds they've already made. Alright, so that is Heroes of the Storm, Diablo, StarCraft, Heroes of the Storm. We'll touch on Hearthstone. I like Hearthstone, and I play it. I'm not as big a fan of it as other properties, but it's a lot of fun. It's a WARCRAFT property, so it has a lot of fun stuff to go with it, and and there's some cross-pollination between what they create with Heroes of the Storm. So air conditioning. Let's go in here. And hit the lights. There we go. There we are. So, the new expansion for Hearthstone, Rustacon's Rumble. It looks like a lot of fun. It's nice to see a troll-themed card set. That's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to dabbling in it here and there. I doubt I'll be spending much money on it, but hey, it's what it is, and it's gonna be fun. All right, Overwatch. Again, Overwatch isn't my primary Blizzard property, but it's a fascinating world and story that they're creating with this game that is primarily team PvP. And with the addition well, first, Reunion. Oh, I adore every single Overwatch animated short. They are fantastic. And to finally get a McCree one, to hear Matt Mercer just immerse himself in that character. Hearing Mercer immerse himself into any character is just pure joy, and I can get lost in it. He has a spellbinding voice that I am incredibly envious of. But that It was such a fun thing to watch, to see the Deadshot gang, to see that conflict, essentially a Western on the backdrop of Route 76, as pure Americana, pure American pop culture in its golden age, just condensed into one outstanding 8-minute video. It was so much fun, and then to see the to see the surprise of a new hero out of nowhere, ASHE. I fall in love with all of the heroes that Blizzard announces at BlizzCon for Overwatch. I adore Moira. I love her style. I love her story, and I love her abilities. And now ASHE, that rifle. Oh my goodness! And of course, Bob. Everybody loves Bob. Everyone wants to play as Bob. But wow, just wow. It's a biker slash cowgirl raider. Just oh wow. And seeing and hearing how she came to be was fascinating. BlizzCon's awesome. Blizzard's awesome. Anyway, all right. So I'm definitely gonna be playing a lot of ASHE in the future. Probably offline. I don't think I'll be streaming Overwatch much. I did it once, and anyway. Finally, WARCRAFT. WARCRAFT. It is the game that got me stuck in Blizzard in the first place. WARCRAFT 2 was my game, and I played a lot of it. A whole lot. So we got the information for World of Warcraft patch 8.1, The Tides of Vengeance, and we got another animated short, another not photorealistic, but I'll call it Tier 2 cinematic. The Tides of Vengeance, Terror of Darkshore. Oh my goodness. Oh. So, since World of Warcraft launched, the Night Elves have kind of gotten the short end of the stick the entire time. They've been seen as kind of pacifists, kind of the weak side of the Alliance. They're kind of there, but they don't really do much until the Worgen showed up. Malfurion was gone for so long. Tyrande just kind of stood around. And I felt like it did a great disservice to these characters who were such badasses during the War of the Ancients. They fought off the Legion, and then, well, not once, but twice, when you finally met them in Warcraft 3, and then World of Warcraft comes along, and we get Staghelm? Staghelm, that guy was just weak. So Tides of Vengeance, the Terror of Darkshore, and we finally get to see Malfurion wrathful. We see him cut loose and just tear apart that supply caravan gruesomely, brutally. And when he pins that troll and tells him, "Tell her, we are coming." I got chills. It was incredible. It was awesome. It was so much fun. It's great to see Malfurion finally get to cut loose and be the archdruid that he is, to seek vengeance for the terrible crime that the Horde committed against them, and to just scare the ever-loving crap out of everyone. And then finally seeing Tyrande in her Night Warrior form with the owl on her shoulder, and that spectral owl, how it just sneered at everything, was fantastic. Oh, I cannot wait to explore and play in the Darkshore Warfront. It's going to be so much fun. And then, Lost Honor. Lost Honor. Alright, I gotta set this down for a second. So, Lost Honor. So, my thoughts on Lost Honor. This is going to be a little, Yes, lighting leaves a lot to be desired. This is going to be a little unpopular, I think, but I think Saurfang is a little full of himself. I think when Garrosh was in charge of the Horde, when he was being an orc supremacist, when he was literally tearing apart the Horde with his actions and his active what's a good word for it? The way he excluded all the other members of the Horde, aside from the orcs and a few other loyalists, he was silent and camping out in Northrend the entire time. Granted, it was probably because he was grieving the loss of his son at the Wrathgate, but just seeing him rage and vent to Anduin because Sylvanas is destroying his Horde and he wants his Horde back. Where were you when Garrosh was doing everything? I kind of get the feeling that Saurfang is kind of standing in for a story that should be centered on Thrall. It kind of makes more sense that it'd be Thrall who'd be raging over what Sylvanas is doing to the Horde rather than Saurfang. They've done a good job of kind of fitting Saurfang into the narrative, using his grief over Dranosh, his son, and everything else, but I don't know. Sylvanas isn't Garrosh. Sylvanas conquered Ashenvale and Darkshore, something that Garrosh tried to do and failed. And no one in the Horde has ever gotten more than a foothold in Darkshore before, but she conquered all of Kalimdor. Meanwhile, Garrosh did what? Anyway, the cinematic itself. Oh, Stormwind Harbor was absolutely beautiful. Laid out exactly as it is in the game, but up-resed to near photorealistic quality. And Anduin, the young idealist king. He knows that he has to fight, but he's become disillusioned at the fight. The war with the Horde isn't solving anything, and the purpose that he might have felt once after the burning of Teldrassil is gone, and he's left with nothing. So he reaches out. He goes to the stockades and confronts Saurfang, and there's such a wonderful interaction there. You spared my life. I could kill you now. Matter of fact, no arrogance, just saying, yeah, I could kill you now. But he steps into the cell anyway and speaks frankly that he wants to end this fighting. He wants to know what Saurfang wants, and then in the end, they come to a understanding. They come to a gentleman's arrangement that in order to defeat Sylvanas, the Alliance can't do it. The Alliance and Horde are too evenly matched. They're complementary. One exists because of the other, and decades of fighting, of rivalry, of conflict has never resolved one side or the other. And to stop the evil that he perceives, Sylvanas, he needs help. He needs Horde help. Saurfang's help. And of the leaders of the Horde, he's the best shot in Anduin's eyes, because he's the only option he has left. He's been cut off from Bane. He has no contact with anyone from within the Horde, because they are now officially at war. Total war. And then we're going to be raiding Drazar Alor, the capital city of the Zandalari Empire. It's gonna be, the next few months of Warcraft are going to be something. And then we finally got our tease for 8.2. We're going to Najatar, the capital city of the Naga. And we are finally going to confront Ashara herself. Once the bright Empress of the Night Elf Empire, the engineer of their doom, and the Queen of the Naga. Champion of the old gods. We'll see if we actually kill her. I hope that we get a bit more story when it comes to her. I want to know a bit more about Najatar, about the Naga, about her, what her objectives are, what her plans are. I feel like if she's introduced and then she's killed right away, it'd be a bit of a disservice to her. So we'll see. We shall see. And the last thing I'm going to talk about tonight is Warcraft 3 Reforged. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh man, Warcraft 3 was the first Blizzard game I actively obsessed over. I would visit the website for Warcraft 3 at least once a week to see what new units they teased, what new information would come out. I was all over that game. It was one of the first video games that I bought a collector's edition for, and really paid a significant amount of money for it. Back in 2003, it was $80. That was a lot of money for a video game then, even with a collector's edition. And I played so much of it. I revisit it every now and again today, just to experience the story. It's a really unique RTS where StarCraft is about building massive armies and taking the fight to your enemy, where Command and Conquer is about controlling the battlefield and maintaining dominance over Tiberium, where Total War is about strategies, flanking, and sieges. Warcraft 3 was all about the heroes. They were the central focus of all of your armies. And it really made it feel unique. But it was also kind of dated. The graphics have not aged well, but it doesn't take away from the game. But when they announced Warcraft 3 Reforged, when they showed that first teaser video, at first I thought they were just showing the original video, but very quickly I realized that it was remade entirely by the modern animation team by the look of it. By the same team that made Lost Honor. Wow, just wow. And then they started showing the preliminary game footage, and I'm so excited. I am exceedingly excited. I'm hyped. I cannot wait to experience this game. I've already pre-ordered it, and I've watched a bunch of videos of some of the people who were at BlizzCon who played through the Culling of Stratholme. It's incredible. And it's backwards compatible, or it's not backwards compatible, it's cross-play with the original game. So you can have Reforged and still play with people who still have the original game. And all the custom games are still there. The custom games that spawned League of Legends, that spawned Dota 2, that spawned Heroes of the Storm. So many of these games began with Warcraft 3. The tower defense genre, Warcraft 3. So many of the original custom games, they've spawned whole genres of new games. and I cannot wait to see what people do next. Oh, wow, this has gone on for a little while. My arms are getting ridiculously tired. There's not much to say about classic World of Warcraft. I played it at launch. I was only able to play about 15 minutes at a time of the demo. And yeah, it's classic WoW. It's what I played way back in the day. And well, it's there for nostalgia. It's a nostalgia trip. It's fun to see where you came from. And we'll see how it is treated and experienced going forward. Alright, that's all the time I have for now. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to take care of all that engagement stuff. The follows, the subscriptions, the likes, and everything else. It lets me know that you like what I'm doing, and that we want to see more. I'm enjoying these vlog style videos. So, well, I guess I can't really get that thing in front. There we go. Alright, guys. I'll see you next time. And